Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have fun playing Magic, and I have not done a ranked draft in forever, and I decided, you know what, it's time to do it. This is especially what, like, the last month before the next set comes out is when it's just, you know, Magic gets a little bit monotonous. You've done all of the things. This is the perfect time to start getting into drafts, all that kind of stuff, and that's why I love Limited, because it's always fresh, always fun. So let's go ahead and jump into a ranked draft here and have fun playing Magic. Why don't we? All right, let's, I actually prefer this format here. Shared Summon's actually not that terrible, although I'm not sure if it's something that we're necessarily going for with it. Raise the Alarm is good. Pacify. I mean, I guess we don't not take Shared Summons. Brine-Board Cutthroat is really good as well. Sage's Row Denizen. I've actually seen someone just draft all the Sage's Row Denizens and do amazing with it. And actually, we might go for it here, because I'm liking where blue is with everything. Shared Summons isn't really worth... I mean, the nice thing about Shared Summons is that you could just have one or two bombs and be able to get it. So, like, it is actually pretty good value for Limited. But it doesn't necessarily show that we're going into a color or whatever. So I'm going to go for Sage's Row Denizen just to have, like, the chance for that. And it's whenever a blue creature enters the battlefield, we start milling them. So we could see if we want to do that. Flying stuff as well is a great way to go. Boreal Elemental is good. Let's see here. Where do we want to go with this? Chandra's Spitfire is also good if we're going flyers. We can take Warden here. So in a lot of different places, we're still sticking with our game plan a little bit. We have not seen another Sage's Row Denizen yet, so that's a little bit of an issue. We may need to switch up a little bit. Yarek's Fenlurker is amazing. We're not stuck on one color just yet. Pattern Matcher is really good with Sage's Row Denizen, though. All right, let's just we're gonna go for the plan and hope that we find it. I guess. We have to actually make sure we find more than one, so before we do that. So let's start going for some other stuff. I really like Chandra Spitfire. Epicure of Blood is really fun as well. I'm really not sure what to be going for here at the moment. Brine-Board Cutthroat's pretty good. I'm not loving everything we have. Scorch's Spitfire... Scorch Spitter is really good for Spitfire. We saw some of those before. Brine-Born Cutthroat we saw before, which is amazing. Let's go for the Brine-Born. There's a lot of value that it has. So this is the first one, I believe. Counter target spell, draw a card. We're in blue pretty heavily, but we don't have to stay there. Dragon Mage actually works with us a little bit as well, where we can just make them mill themselves by drawing 7 cards. Not necessarily the best, though. Bright Witchactor is really good as well. I'm really not sure where we're going with this just yet. Bone to Ash is in colors that we have. It's a good counter spell. We might switch up completely here still. Sage's Row Denizen. All right, well, we found 2 of them. We need like 3 to make it a legitimate deck. And so the fact that we found this many in the first pull means that I'm actually more keen to do it. So let's go ahead and counter spell. Sprite is good. We might just go all in for this blue deck. We'll see. Maybe like Daybreak Chaplain. The Prismite isn't terrible. We can play it in a blue deck. I'm not sure if it's necessarily what we're wanting to go for, though. We actually need creatures. Duress. I mean, this is good for what we're going for. We're still not sure what colors we're in, so we'll wait and see what colors we actually decide to go into. Epicure of Blood, just in case. Stone Golem. Daybreak Chaplain. There's so many random colors with this right now. Bring that in. Field of the Dead. I'm actually not sure we're going for it. I think what we're going for is the blue stuff. So let's go for blue flyers. Repeated reverberation, not really what we're looking for. Another Sage's Row Denizen, though. Definitely looking for 3 Sage's Row Denizens. Tombbound Lich is awesome. We're already in black a little bit. So this is actually, I think, what we go for. Yeah, Tombbound Lich. All right, so let's drop some of this other stuff. Blue-black. Unsummon is really nice to bring stuff back. Blackwater's good. Whenever you lose life for the first time, put a counter onto War Chief. That could actually be pretty decent. Is it better than Unsummon, though? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. I think that we have a chance to... It's an actual finisher, like an actual bomb. We need to find removal as well. Which Unsummon kind of counts for that. It slows them down. We get to mill some more stuff. We have 3 Sage's Row Denizen, which is awesome. There's a chance to find many more. Unsummons also kind of go for a more aggressive approach. So I like Unsummon with the fact that we can just kind of bounce stuff back over and over again. Diviner's Lockbox could help us find Sage's Row Denizens. That could be kind of fun. Mind Rot is pretty good. Audacious Thief is pretty good here for in blue-black. Okay, Mind Rot. Diviner's Lockbox I like, but it's also... It's meh. So Audacious Thief or Mind Rot. I really like Audacious Thief. Mind Rot does slow them down a little bit here too against us. This is going to be more versatile though. It's going to be good off the top of the deck basically every time. Negate or Convolute. Negate is good. It's a little bit cheaper. Convolute is pretty good as well. Let's actually go for Convolute because it just counters any spell, right? I think that's kind of what we're going for. We would like to have more blue creatures so we can actually do this. Like, that's really what we're looking for. How in black are we wanting to go? Duress is really good. Maybe over Negate. I'd really like Duress. Get a bomb. Caves isn't terrible. Soul Salvage could be decent to have. I sometimes just like having decent bodies here. We need to find some blue creatures. So there's a very small amount of those around. Do we need another big threat? I kind of like what we've got. Let's go for Cryptic Caves. All right, well, it's a blue body. It's pretty good. That's not terrible, but it's not what we're going for. This is better. Diviner's Lockbox, we'll bring it in. Dude, there's no blue creatures. What's with this? That's gonna we're gonna have all the Sage's Row Denizen and not be able to actually finish out the game because we don't have blue creatures. Yeah, to the sideboard. Sideboard. A Johnny, that would have been nice to have earlier. A Johnny's actually amazing, but Fairy Miscreant. Just going for our game plan now. Drilled Sea Serpent. Any blue creature is kind of what we're looking for. Removal also really nice. Drilled Serpent is pretty good though. Another Duress isn't terrible. Let's go for the Mind Rot, though. Blade Brand, pretty good. Yeah, Blade Brand here. We already have... Do we actually get the War Chief? War Chief can be pretty good. I think it's Blade Brand, though. Drilled Serpent. Let's go for Murder. It's not... Where are our blue creatures? There's like nothing. This is awful. Other people are taking them, I guess. Sage's Row Denizen is only good if we actually hit our creatures. Vulture's not terrible. I do like Vulture. We're not necessarily wanting stuff to go to the graveyard, though. But it's a way to finish games out. We do have quite a few flyers. Let's go for that. We already have one of the things. So let's grab this one here. Another Sage's Row Denizen. Another Sage's Row Denizen. Dude, where were these before? Oh, this is... Did we just miss it? All right, 5 Sage's Row Denizens is insane. Being able to bounce them back to our hand. So that's actually not terrible. Although I don't think it's as good as just something else here. Not amazing. I'm not sure we care to go for a 4 mana 3/2. That we don't actually get any extra value from. Let's just... Portal of Sanctuary can be really good. It kind of creates a combo so we can keep bouncing stuff back and playing it over and over again. Let's go for that. We already have one of all the other ones. We actually might be cutting some of them out. Soul Salvage is decent here. Duress, Gruesome Scourger can be good, but let's go for the Duress. We're playing a very control-y version of this now. Do we already have an Unholy Indenture? We do. I don't think we need another one. Let's go for another Duress. Duress is not bad. Scorcher, Forest. Well, not the best. Okay, sweet. All right, so what are we going down? Let's go down to Duress. Let's go down. We can bring him into, I guess, if we need it, but we're only playing one game, aren't we? 53 cards right now. All right, so Vampire. Let's actually just go for the things that we know we want for sure. Gorging Vulture doesn't really help us. Mind Rot's good. 2-mana Lich is amazing. Pattern Matcher is amazing. So, enters the battlefield, you may search a library for a card with the same name as another creature you control. Reveal it, put your hand. So this is exactly what we want with them. Stone Golem, not amazing enough. Not a colored creature is the main thing. Diviner's Lockbox, I don't love. So we need to cut 8 more cards. Yeah, well, there's plenty of stuff we can cut here. I like this just because it's the only creature that we really have in the early game. So we might, well, let's cut it for now. Prismite definitely going down. Convolute, good. Any blue creature is amazing for us right now. And we actually have a very good, just kind of like control-y deck here. We can probably drop... How many blue creatures do we have? 17 creatures, so we're actually a little bit heavy on creatures. I like Unsummon, I like the Duress. I think we'd cut down to 1, though. 2 Convolutes, 1 Bone to Ash. We have Murder, Mind Rot, Audacious Thief for more card draw. Dude, 5 Sage's Row Denizen is insane. I one of my friends made this happen before. They got 5 as well. And if you get all 5, it's sweet. All right, let's just cut the things that we're not sure that we want for now, and then let's come back. Soul Salvage, I like. We need one of these. Which one do we feel like we're gonna have better? Let's go down Soul Salvage. Keep the Unholy Indenture. Bone to Ash is good. Forest Crab. Epicure of Blood goes away. Right, so 3 cards now. Portal of Sanctuary, so good with Sage's Row Denizen. The fact that we can just bounce them back, like if we get 2 or 3 of them out, we can just keep bouncing it back, playing again. Rhineborn Cutthroat, just a flashy, it's kind of a removal spell almost for us for the early game. I just feel like Duress and Unsummons aren't going to do as well. Convolute's going to be really good. We get to counter stuff. Maybe Mind Rot. It is really good for the control-y aspect of what we're going for here. Let's drop the Portal, I guess. It's more of a win more card. It does create kind of. It is actually part of the win condition. Being able to bounce stuff back and play them again. If we like have a Fairy Miscreant, we can also bounce Fairy back and play it again. Sprite is good. Do we have enough removal? Flyer is the only thing I'm a little bit worried about here. We need to make sure that we are countering stuff quickly. So 43. We can maybe drop down a land. I'm not sure if we want to. We need to make sure we hit to 3 mana as fast as possible. But we could drop a land. So 1 land and then 2 cards. Maybe Abomination. It's not really what we're going for. Anything else we were wanting to bring in back in here? I don't think so. I'm not sure how good Duress is going to be, like, because I feel like there's going to be some decks that are just really heavy creatures, and then Duress is completely dead. And so, like, I want to have more Duresses, but I think it's not as good. Unsummon is going to be pretty decent to be able to bounce stuff back, play it again. Same type of thing as Portal, Sanctuary. Maybe it is Portal that goes away, though. Most of our deck is Sage of Show Denizens, which is sweet. Most people will have 40 cards, so we get to mill stuff really quickly. Maybe Unholy Indenture. We have enough copies that this doesn't necessarily help us a ton, so let's just cut that, and I think this is the deck. Let's go for Soul Ring this time, and let's see how this does. I think this is actually pretty decent. Yep, here we go. All right, game number 1 up against a Spreadable Salami. And I love that we went for Sage of Denizen with the very first pick, and we were able to keep it going. Like that's hilarious to me. All right, we're gonna keep this. We have Sage of Denizen. We have some removal later on. That's some removal, kind of, for us. We're not gonna play it if we don't have to try to start getting the... Ooh, double Sage of Denizen. Yeah, just pass the turn. No reason to trade off here if we don't have to. We have ways to grow the Brineborn as well with our counter spells, things like that. All right, down to 18. Scorpion. All right, pass to my turn. Convolute is pretty nice as well. So Sage's Row Denizen. Pass the turn. Only in green so far. Oh, that seems sketchy. There's so much pump spell on green as well, so let's just take it. Down to 15. Let's play another Sage of Denizen. We can also kind of race here. If they have growth cycles, though, that if we mill too many into the graveyard, that could be bad. A growth cycle is with this set, right? I can't remember now. All right, pass the turn. We'd like more blue mana. For Bone to Ash, we might just hold up like Convolute for the next turn. They're getting to the point where, yeah, things are starting to get pretty bad. All right, swings in. Yep, no blocks. We also have Blade Brand. So Fairy Miscreant. We could have held up Convolute, but we're going to kill the Mammoth Spider here. Deal with stuff that's on the board first. Mill them down to 23, so we're halfway there. Pass the turn. Get to draw a card here. Hopefully a land, so we can start doing something decent. Voracious Hydra. Well, if they try to fight a Sage of Denizen, we will just Blade Brand it. I think that will cause it to kill it. Okay, so it does kill it. There we go. Swings in for 1. I mean, if they're just going to go for 1, that's perfectly fine. That's we will let that happen all day long. Sage of Denizen. We kind of have to aggressively mill. Maybe being a little bit more controlly would be better until we find more blue mana, so we can play 2 things at once. Season of Growth. Yeah, they definitely have some kind of pump spell. So we're just we actually could have played with blocked with Fairy Miscreant there. So a bit of a misplay. All right, now we pass the turn and flash in Brandborn Cutthroat before we convolute. All right, block here. Grow cycle there. How much does this grow at? Trying to look at grow cycle. Let me check out grow cycle. Okay, plus 3. That's a lot of damage. Let's yeah, Brandborn Cutthroat. We could have just boned to Ash, but let's cost 4 to pay for this. Well, they get to draw a card from this. Yep, get a counter onto the Cutthroat. If they do have something else that they can play, we can still block with Brandborn. What does it say again? So it's an additional +2 for each one in the graveyard. How many do they have? Not many. I thought we still had a chance to block there. Alright, well, I guess not. That was bad. Down to 2. Pass the turn. We're going to block. We also have Bone to Ash. The Growth Cycle is actually pretty insane. It's a big pump spell. He swings in with both. Actually, here. So they're down to 11. Can we just slow roll this game long enough here? Alright, we get to kill the Mammoth Spider. We have Bone to Ash to block anything here. Alright, so they take care of both of our Denizens. Gargos. New. Wanting to draw a card here mostly. There's Unsummon. Let's Duress. Take the Growth Cycle. They did have it. We can kind of convolute almost anything or unsummon. Throw the Brindborn, so we actually might just go a bit more aggressive here. Pass the turn. Hopefully, I mean, anything hasty we can unsummon. They have enough mana to pay for it, so... Resolve. Unsummon it, and then we're going to counter it again when they try to play it again. Throw our guy up to 6, and then hopefully we can play the Frilled Sea Serpent. To the bottom. Now we convolute. We have a 6/5. Hopefully find land. No land. Doesn't have flash, does it? Alright, so Sprite. Portal. Sweet. Down to 8. Pass the turn. Frilled Sea Serpent would have been great. Alright, that's fine. The Scry. I mean, they only have 9 cards left, but it's a decent 9 cards, it's seeming like. Alright, swing in here. Down to 7, pass the turn. You attack in with the Scorpion, and you're dead if you do. Alright, pass to my turn. Moonbound Lich is nice. Draw a card and then discard a card. We can even bounce back something if we want to. Let's swing in first, just in case we do want to bounce back a flyer. Alright, so create a 2-turn clock here. Toonbound Lich, has some lifelink as well. Sage's Road Denizen. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. Oh man, this deck is gonna be fun to play. I think it has some potential. Dude, Grow Cycle though, that was insane. I wonder how many they found. I guess we could have just checked the deck, but that was pretty insane. I think it was 3 that we saw, which is, it's good. And it's good with Death Toucher, especially like where people are typically gonna let it through, not expecting anything, and all of a sudden, bam. All right, Kumatos, bring it on, Kumatos. Over my nose. All right. I don't like not having any blue mana. Let's mulligan this. We don't really have anything good in that hand. This we can keep. This we can definitely keep. We don't even need the pattern matcher here, so keep this pattern matcher to the bottom, and island past the turn. Have to find lands, but we have 3 Sage's Road Denizens in a row, which aren't necessarily easy to get past. Ember Hauler. Alright, pass the turn. These Denizens would be great blockers for this as well. For the love of donuts. Alright, well, we're going to swing in. Maybe we need to be blocking more aggressively. This was a bit of a risky keep, but I wouldn't say it was that risky. Like, it really isn't that bad. There's a lot of things, I think, to the bottom. There we go. All right, so Sage's Road Denizen. Pass the turn. Let's say no attacks. We actually need to start blocking pretty aggressively. Pattern Matcher finds another Goblin Ringleader, another Ember Hauler. Dude, this hand. All right, so they're gonna kill something here. Actually, block here. Take 2. This is to any target, right? Yeah, take the 2. If we get to kill 2 creatures this way, it's great. Pattern Matcher is going to be annoying. No attacks past the turn. Lightning Stormkin. Boo. Boo. Alright, we're just in survival mode at the moment. Keeps our Sage's Road Denizen. Alright, they know that they have us in the air, so we have to find removal for that. Bone to Ash. Swing in for 4. I mean, we just have to hope they're not going to be able to kill us next turn. Start getting at least something going on here. Roll over lands. Yay! Alright, no attacks. Pass the turn. They can actually make him not be blocked. There's Menace. Yeah, this is over. We should have held up Bone to Ash there, I guess. Because he can't block anyway. Just kind of showing how many Sage of Denizens we have, though. I want to show off this a little bit. We can unsummon the Lightning Stormkin, but then everything else is just gonna kill us. Yeah. Because of Menace, we're still dead, so good game, opponent. I don't know why I'm keeping notes. Normally I keep notes to see which games I want to keep or which ones I don't, and we're keeping all of these, so because it's, you know, it's how it goes. Anyway, so let's go to game number 3. Aggro, like very aggressive decks that hit the cards they need, especially if we aren't drawing our lands, are going to be hard. A Sage of Denizen actually is pretty good against that. This is actually pretty solid. Fairy Miscreant, good to draw a card with her, possibly. Mind Rot. My son is crying or dying in the background, it sounds like. We're on the draw here as well. Keep it. McCaroline, bring it on. Convolute is nice. I like getting out Mind Rot. Like, Mind Rot is good in the opening hand when you can just get as much advantage as possible. Make them discard after they've played a few things. Usually they're keeping the things that aren't very good. Yeah, let's go ahead and trade off there. We don't get to keep the blade, like, we don't get the chance for Blade Brand, a couple other things, but land is not what we wanted there. We can still draw a card with Blade Brand. Man, sorry, I have like a zit inside of my nose right now. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, just like barely popped up. It's just hurting. We hold up Convolute, or do we go for the Mind Rot? I guess we go for Mind Rot. Pass the Mind turn. Maybe Convolute. We can stop anything they play here. And then Mind Rot anything after that point. Let's go for the discard 2. The issue is they get to keep the one thing that they actually wanted to play for next turn. Which may be a Chandra. You know, like... But we do get a lot of stuff. Or they could have played 2 other things on the next turn and it's going to hurt us, so... Pattern Matcher. Okay. Is this like the same deck we were already up against? Goblin Smuggler is actually pretty good. I've not seen it played too much, but I actually like it. AC 2/2 for 3 mana. I guess that's the biggest issue. Alright, here we go. Sage's Row Denizen. At least have a blocker. This has haste as well, so they can get in. Good stuff. I don't have any black mana yet. I'd probably just swing in, try to get as much damage as I can. Then they can go for the unblockable stuff afterwards. Swing in, swing in. Do you swing in here? Nope. All right. So, well, we don't block. We're not going to trade off here until we have Blade Brand available, at least. But we're just dead on board next turn. Dude, these Goblin Smugglers are killing me. That's what we've lost to the last 2 games, is this guy. Because I feel like we have a chance to stabilize on a normal board state like this. But not so here, right? They have the Evolving Wilds for black mana. More mountains. Alright, unblockable dude there. We're gonna block in a way to try to keep as much stuff alive. Doesn't swing with the Ember Cat at all. What do we want to keep alive here? I guess we block with the Flyer. The Flyer, like, at this point, we don't really care. I guess we could have double blocked. Just the same. But we want to keep Sage's Row Denizen around. Unsummon. Unsummon is actually pretty decent. We get to bounce back anything that they make unblockable. Bring back the skeleton. They don't bring back the skeleton. So we're not dead here. We're pretty close to it, though. Yep, skeleton. Do you just swing all in, or do you be a little bit more conservative? See, I would have gone for the win, personally. Now there's no reason to swing with Ember Cat. It doesn't do anything for you. I would love to be able to counter this now, but we don't have any more blue mana. So now we're in the same boat for the next turn. Bone to Ash. Yay! Another thing we can't actually do anything about. Yeah, we're done. There's like a tiny chance, but we'd have to find a way to like kill their entire board, and so not gonna work there at all. Ah, that's frustrating. All right, another game here. This deck has answers for a lot of the things that they are doing. We just aren't drawing very well. That time, again, like we could have countered that, but it had a much better chance at least surviving for a few more turns. All right, Tamio the Moon Sage with not Tamio as her character there. All right, we have Murder, but nothing else. Yeah, Mulligan. We need to hit our blue lands. Keep this. Drop a Swamp. This is pretty sweet hand, actually. I like the convolute. It's pretty convoluted, but I like it. All right, Island, pass the turn. I'm not sure if we really care to play the Sprite here. Pass the turn. I'd rather get the mill. Like, our plan is to mill them, and so we're going for the mill plan as much as possible. See if they have removal. No removal. Next turn we get Miscreant and Sprite for double mill. Or double Miscreant. Yep, we like that. Pattern Matcher. We'd like to find land so we can find more Sage's Row Denizens. I'm not going to attack just in case they have something that can flash in. We need to keep this guy alive. Chandra does 2 damage to anything.
Puts a little sizzle in my step.
We do get to hurt her quite a bit. Alright, attack at Chandra.
Nope.
We can hold
Don't
up
like
unsummon, and we can actually unsummon play Miscreant again. Let's go for a Pattern Matcher, though. Another Sage's Row Denizen is nice. We are going to be milling them fairly aggressively after this point.
Time for sparks to fly.
Alright, so we get to kill Chandra. Tectonic Rift. That's fine. It's annoying, but that's fine. Convolute might be pretty nice here as well. All right, now we actually do start going a bit more aggressive. We have such a better board state at the moment. Down to 14, past the turn. Hopefully we got rid of more things. This looks like a land destruction deck a little bit. Did they just have like all the tectonic rifts? Active treason, that's fine. Yep, no blocks. I think we just hold on to Convolute here. We're in such a good spot on the board that let's just pass the turn, Convolute anything that comes in, unsummon if we need to, unsummon one of their guys. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. That works. I mean, we also just have the beatdown mode if they just never play creatures, you know. Might as well. All right, yeah, finally got to tear up. I'm tearing up about it even. All right, 2-2 so far. Let's see if we can at least end on a winning record. So 2 more wins is what we're shooting for before we're shooting for 7 wins if we can, you know. But I've had so many 6 wins and like 3 losses. Just barely at the end. I'll win every game and then lose 3 in a row or something like that, or lose 2 of them on the game 7 going for that. All right, Shad Raw, bring it on, Shad Raw. I mean, yeah, this is great. Keep it. I'm debating if I want to go for the Fairy Miscreant early. If we find another one, then yeah, and we also get to beat down, you know. Get a flyer out there, it's good. Scorch Spitter. Blade Brand. Yeah, just swing in, pass the turn. Heart Piercer Bow. They pass to my turn. Mind Draw is also kind of nice, but let's go for... We don't have any other creatures to play at the moment. This is a time when I think Convolute might be the better way to go. Convolute, or maybe Mind Rot. They're not going to play anything massive for turn 3 necessarily that we can't deal with, and then Convolute after that. So Mind Rot now, Convolute, whatever big thing they keep for turn 4. Drakuseth, okay. Maybe we should just trade it off. We only have one other Fairy Miscreant. The odds of hitting it really are pretty small. Diamond Knight. That's an annoying card, but not terrible. What color is it? Black. Okay. Add and match it for the Fairy Miscreant. It's not really what we're going for, though. Let's go Sage's Row Denizen. Pass the turn. Should have held up Convolute, I guess. They didn't hit another land. This creates a way to block for all of this. No blocks. We'll just take it for this turn. Now we have a good blocker for them for forever. So, Fortress Crab, mill them a bit more. Swing in with the Miscreant. Alright, so it gets to kill the Fairy Miscreant here. If they had something to pump here, they would be, I don't know, dude, I don't know what's up with that. Like, the pause before that is so annoying. Alright, Blade Brand. Okay. We just want to hold up counter spells. The Heartpiercer bow is annoying. It means we can't really block. So getting out a bigger guy can be nice for that. Getting out more Sage's Row Denizen can also be nice. I think that this is the time when we need to start just playing control, though. So let's just pass the turn. We know we're going to be taking damage, though, along the way here, though. Because this is just off casting. Let's go ahead and get the card draw while we can. Brineborn. If we find land, that's pretty decent. Yep, no blocks. So we can Brineborn Cutthroat and give it Blade Brand. And still hold up Convolute just in case something big is coming down. So I think this is good enough. We get to slow them down. That resolves. Alright, brings out a skeleton, that's fine. Alright, Pattern Matcher. It's on Sage's Row Denizen. Yep, take action. Grab another one. If we hit land, we can play 2 Sage's Row Denizen next turn. Oh, that's fine. If this was the creature does damage, it would be better, but as it is, it's really not that great. So they have a blocker every turn this way, which is kind of nice for them. Sage's Row Denizen. Blood for Bones goes away. So they did have a way to bring back the Drakuseth. Ooh, that's frightening. We might need to hold up Convolute. Ooh, that's terrifying. Do they have it in hand? Well, if they do... Okay, Undead Servant. They had another one in the graveyard, so they created 1 zombie. Okay. We still want lands so we can hold up the Convolute and play Sage's Row Denizen. That'd be nice. What's you got here? Bone Splinters. Okay. Good play. Good play. We want to hold up Convolute. No, we need to start milling them out. I mean, they probably want stuff in the graveyard a bit. But we get to mill for 6 cards this time, and they're at 18, so that's quite a bit. Frilled Serpent for the next turn. We would have been able to do a lot more, but this is fine. No attacks, pass the turn. We're going to win by milling them here. Oh, don't say it. Do they have Blood to Bones? They act the treason, that's fine. That's totally fine. Alright, gets to kill the Miscreant. We're not going to block everything. We're just going to block here, take 6. Hope that we survive. Down to 4. Double Convolute. Or Frilled Serpent. I don't know. That's such a hard choice. I'd rather speed up the clock a tiny bit here, than double convolute can kind of help us survive after this point. No attacks just in case they have another act of treason. 3 cards in hand. There's not a ton of burn in the format right now. There you go, Liz. Okay, so they have a flyer. That's bad. Dang it, that's really bad. Oh, we needed to be attacking. So they don't have lethal. Do they have a way to pump this, though? All right, swing in. We block. Down to 8. I mean, if they swing in, we can also just swing back for the win. We have Convolute here. Equipping this doesn't do a ton for them. This would be such a great card if it did damage, the creature did damage for Death Touch. That would be insane. But as it is, it's just kind of like, meh. All right, resolve. We can let them bring something back. It's only 1. Up to 2 card. Why are they only going for 1? That's really weird. And there it is. Opponent scoops it up. All right, well, 3-2. We have a winning record at the moment. Let's see if we can maintain, keep it up, keep it going and growing and being awesome and stuff. Oh, guys, what are your guys' thoughts on drafts? Do you guys enjoy watching this? I know there's a large group of my audience that doesn't like it as much, but overall, I just think they're fun, and I haven't done them in a long time. You can tell I'm kind of out of practice, and I haven't drafted for this in quite a while. But it's so fun. All right, Haberdash, bring it on, Haberdash. And let's see. Well, Duress, Sage Row, Denizen. This is keepable. It's not amazing, but it's keepable. I like having our lands. Lots of blue. Something to start milling with. Bone Splinters. Let's see what else they have here. Silverback dies, draws a card. Okay. Jund, and they actually have the colors. How about that? So playing a flyer doesn't really do much for us, so we actually would rather get it out more as a blocker. So I'm going to go for Sage Row Denizen as the way to actually be milling them. Mills over a Night Pack Ambusher. Awesome. That's what we like to see. Alright, Sage's Row Denizen. So we get to play this and the Sprite next turn. Hopefully find another Sage's Row Denizen. That would be sweet. Goblin Smuggler. So annoying, dude. It's actually really good. I've been impressed. Gift of Paradise. A decent deck from what I'm seeing so far. We'd prefer to... Whoa. Alright, let's mill you a little bit there. Mill you a little bit more. Get rid of all the good things. Make him feel sad about it. Pass the turn. Probably just going to kill the Vulture. Let's see if they play the Smuggler for it. Although I'm guessing they're going to go for the Silverback. Doesn't swing in. Alright, makes sense. Let's just pass the turn. If they try to swing in with the silverback, we do have a good blocker for it for the next turn, so it might be worth just holding off. We'd like to find more Sage or Denizens before we run out of blue creatures to play. Murders the Sprite. Interesting. Rabid bites the Sage's Grove comes in. We will kill the flyer and play Serpent. And hope now that they've milled so many good things from their... They don't have anything more, because they milled a lot of good stuff. Maybe not a lot. Chandra specifically. Wow. Alright. Well, opponent's got everything. That's good to know. I mean, that's all it takes to win, is just have everything. And we've got literally nothing. Alright. Probably swings in with Goblin Smuggler, I would assume. It doesn't really speed up their clock necessarily, though. Pattern Matcher. Pass the turn. The nice thing here, I mean, so if they played the Goblin Smuggler, we're dead. But we can block, bounce it back, and keep playing it. Gain some life. Yeah, now we're dead. They swing in with everything. Oh no, alright. Oh, this is only 2 times as a sorcery. Right, okay. For some reason I was thinking this was instant speed. Not so. Well, that's it. 3 and 3 with the deck. I'm not happy with how we drew. We didn't find enough removal was a big issue as well. Like, we did not have as much removal in the deck as we'd like. But we never, like, I don't think we even found our murder, which we had it in there, right? So that's a little bit frustrating. But there we go. I got quite a few mythics, rares, everything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And also let me know if you guys want to see more of drafts, that kind of stuff. I'd love to know about it. Anyway, see ya. Bye.